Hello. Welcome to Car Expert YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe us. The engine menu for the US contains two 2.0-liter 4 cylinders, one gas, and one diesel. The gas motor is the third generation A888 unit just introduced in the A6, with 252 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. With novel features like an exhaust manifold integrated into the cylinder head and dual manifold and direct fuel injection, we found this to be plenty of motor in the larger sedan. Audi claims the 2017 A4 with this engine goes from 0-62 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds, which is the same time given for the A6 to get from 0 to 60 miles per hour. We figure there'll be some daylight between them when outsiders get to testing. We get the more powerful 190 horsepower version of the diesel, which puts out 295 pounds-to-foot of torque. Upgrades include two balancing shafts, reduced friction, and separate cooling circuits for the block and head. It's said to hustle the A4 from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds. Both engines shift via an improved 7-speed, dual-clutch transmission, which boasts lower friction, less weight, and more efficiency. The S4 will get an 8-speed automatic. At this point there's no hint of a manual anywhere in the lineup for the US. Inside, the A4 can be had with the 12.3-inch virtual cockpit first shown on the Audi TT, but mated to an MMI system that mimics the one in the Q7. The pace of technology seems to move as fast to fiber optics that enable it, yet we feel the virtual cockpit is just as outstanding now as when we first tried it a year ago. The dash cluster is controlled through buttons on a new steering wheel, one with a magnesium rim for more weight loss, and a compact airbag module for better dash visibility. The steering wheel used to have one purpose, now it's a universal remote control. Audi has maintained simple, intuitive usability. The cabin is a good place to keep cool, too. The growth in dimensions means more headroom and shoulder room in front, more legroom in the back. New seats are large, pleasing to the eye, and comfortable. The center section and the band of vents across the is a design element, not controllable, although it does provide passive ventilation. Materials are pure Audi excellence, with hides and stitching that make the eye happy, open-pore wood, metal finishes that look the part, and that Teutonic sense that everything is in its place. To keep you safe in that cabin, the A4 comes with a suite of optional driver assistance safety systems seen on the Q7 like Presense City and Traffic Jam Assist. Everything so far is the good news in the new A4, most of which you know from our deep dive and previous press releases. The not-so-good news is that we didn't get much time to check out how this translates to the driving experience. We spent our paucity of minutes behind the wheel of the 2.0-liter TSFI on the Italian auto route. The few rural B roads we drove were through villages or packed with cyclists, and oncoming traffic. We drove European market A4s as well, and our combined impression leaves our assessment mixed. At least the iffy bits are a matter of tuning, which could change before the A4 comes stateside as a 2017 model. As expected, the engine provides plenty of motivation for the new sedan, but the actuation is somewhat rough. Throttle tip-in is a tad eager in sport mode. It's smoother in drive, but that setting we wish the 7-speed transmission jumped to attention a little more quickly when we asked for extra go. That transmission tune for our market in the A6 is part of what makes that car so enjoyable to drive, so we're optimistic for the A4. Audi says the aero-acoustics of the new A4 match the A8, and it seems as quiet until you put the motor under duress. The suspension, as far as we could tell, is perfectly tuned. We'll have to wait for a second drive to discover what the 2017 A4 really has going for it dynamically. Everywhere else it shows a clear advance on the 8th generation car, even if you need a moment alone with it to note the bodywork alterations. We hope the handling shows commensurate progress.